So why did I choose NIO over Xpeng or Li Auto or Tesla or any of these guys or even BYD? And I'm going to answer all that in this video. So this is going to be a big knowledge bomb about if you know the whole situation about EVs in China, you're probably going to go with NIO. And in this video, I'm actually going to teach you guys some Chinese so you get the whole idea of what's going on. This is all my opinion, all right? This is not bashing, saying that they're not good companies or whatever. This is all my opinion. So let's start off with something that's very, very subjective, which is the name, all right? I got no problem with any other names except Xpeng. Xpeng sounds really cool in English, but when you actually translate the Chinese company name of Xpeng to English, 小鹏, it's more like little Peng. I mean, come on, man. Any car with word little in it, come on. That just makes you sound little, insignificant. And 小鹏 sounds a lot like 小气, and 小气 means cheap steak. I mean, like, so you got two bad connotations going for you, man. Just with the naming. You're little and you're cheapsteak. Come on, man. This isn't to say anything about the technology or what the business practices are. This is just the name. Very subjective. And the name also sounds like 小朋友, which means little boy. Yeah. So I'll leave that at that and we'll move on. Let's move on to Li Auto. Now, Li Auto, actually there's a Li Auto parked right over there. My neighbor's Li Auto. Li Auto has the perception of being a big and nice car. And that's pretty much the only thing they got going for them. And the phrase in Chinese is 大气, which is the opposite of 小气, the opposite of cheapsteak. You know, we got 3 screens. You know, NIO's only got 2 screens. Li Auto, we got 3 screens. We even got a screen for the shotgun position that they can watch a movie, you know. And our car is spacious, the car is big. Now you're thinking, hey, what about their hybrid technology, man? Well, I'm telling you, the hybrid technology is actually pretty crappy because they're just basically an EV with a heavy generator built into the car. That's basically what it is. Unfortunately, their hybrid technology is similar to what Porsche had back in 2006, man. 2006. And Porsche realized there was a shitty technology, so they didn't even go forward with it. So if you want a hybrid, man, just go with Toyota, man. Go with Lexus. That's a true hybrid, a good hybrid powertrain. And Li Auto, if you run on gasoline, it's hella not efficient, man. It's super inefficient. So what's the point, man? If you're not gonna be efficient and you call yourself, hey, we're sort of a new renewable company, renewable energy car, you might as well just go with straight up EV, and then customers can buy the generator if they want and put it in the trunk. So if I were forced to buy something that's not NIO and I had to like choose between Li Auto or something else, I'd probably go with a Lexus NX. You know, Lexus NX or Lexus RX. That's even better than a Li Auto in terms of the hybrid technology. If you just want the displays, then sure, I guess you can go with that. You got 3 displays. But that's pretty much all they got going for them. Now let's talk about Xpeng, or let's talk about EVs in general, all right? Because this is gonna get a little bit deep. Let's start off with Xpeng, all right? Xpeng, if you're gonna buy an Xpeng, you're better off buying a BYD. That's plain and simple, because BYD has just as good technology inside their cabins, and they even got luxurious cars. For example, the Han and the Tang, they are both really luxurious cars, and they're priced very aggressively. Their tech is also very good, so you're better off buying BYD. And also because the main reason is because all 3, NIO, Li Auto, and Xpeng, they haven't stood the test of time. Whereas Tesla and BYD, they have stood the test of time. Meaning Tesla and BYD, they're not gonna go bankrupt. NIO, Xpeng, and Li Auto, they haven't stood the test of time. Now NIO has government backing, and that's pretty much ensured that they're not gonna go bankrupt, because what NIO can do is with NIO China, they can go IPO inside the domestic market and that's gonna raise a ton of cash. There's no problem with that. But Xpeng and Li Auto, they don't have any sort of government backing. So there could possibly be one day where you buy your Li Auto or you buy your Xpeng, and then all of a sudden they go under and there's no more services, there's no more updates. Your car stops in the middle of the road and it malfunctions. Nobody's there to help you out. There's a possibility of that, even though it might be very, very small. Now let's talk about why I went for NIO. Well, if you sum up EVs down to one single word, that word would be batteries, right? EV, that's pretty much the biggest thing that makes it different from gasoline cars. Battery. Got a massive, massive battery. Now, with a battery, there comes certain problems, and this is the biggest problem why people don't buy EVs, or biggest reason why EVs depreciate by so much, and that is battery degradation. Now, if you bought a brand new Tesla back in 2017, a Model X P100D, that's gonna cost you 900k RMB. Today, if you want to sell the same Tesla Model X P100D, that one you bought 3 years ago, it only goes for 200k, so 200k RMB. So you lost 700k RMB. Why? Because battery degradation, man. And that's the fair value of it. Buying Tesla is actually a very steep path downwards due to battery degradation. Now, I recently interviewed a NIO owner. I haven't uploaded the video yet, but he talked about how he had a BYD Qin, and that when he bought it, straight up it had 300 kilometers of range. But however, after 2 to 3 years of use, that dropped down to 180 kilometers of use, and that was pretty crappy experience for him. And this is the problem with EVs in general. Every single EV will face battery degradation. Whether you like it or not, that's just how it is. Except for NIO, because NIO's battery swap ensures that degradation is no longer your problem. Isn't that beautiful? NIO made sure that their batteries last as many cycles as they can, and then if they don't meet the charge standards that they have set for the battery, then, by the way, each battery is made of 32 individual modules, and if any one of these modules has degraded to a certain extent, they will change that module out and get a fresh one inside. So the battery is always holds a good amount of charge in it. But you ain't gonna get that with any other EV, and that's the biggest reason. And not only do you remove battery degradation from your NIO, you also don't have to pay for it with BAS. I mean, battery is no longer your problem. You're just renting it. You're not buying the battery. So that is also just beautiful, man. It's battery as a service. It's a service. You also can upgrade the battery from a 70 kilowatt hour to the 100 to the 150 that's coming out, and in the future the 200. So your range is going to increase over time. Every other EV that you buy in the market, their range is going to decrease over time. So how's that? They're going downhill. NIO, you're getting better. You're going uphill, man. And that's a core part of what makes NIO such a good product. You know, they're luxurious, yes. The service is nice. Everything that I could possibly ask for inside a car is fulfilled. Nomi is freaking cute. It's nice, it's helpful, it's useful. And NIO Life, now that is just amazing as well. Super helpful. So the entire NIO experience is just, man, off the charts good. And NIO houses, man, nobody else got these, man. If you want to learn more about NIO houses, go watch this video, because I showcased the $100 million NIO house. Man, that NIO house is the most expensive piece of showroom / lounge that I've ever been to, because that place, that is located right at the center of Beijing, where the rent is super damn high. So you guys gotta go check that out. So click on this video and watch it.